and the rules change every time your inbox gets heavier. You have 0 subscribers. This is level 1. The page is clean, the welcome sequence is blank, and every headline feels ridiculous because nobody is there to read it. You write anyway, one issue, then another. You send them to friends, to old coworkers, to the version of yourself who needed this 6 months ago. Now you have 10 to 50 subscribers. Level 2 feels small enough to hide in. Every open notification matters too much, and every unsubscribe feels personal because the room is still quiet enough to hear each door close. At this stage, growth looks uneven. One post brings 12 people, then nothing for 10 days. You start wondering whether the topic is wrong, the market is wrong, or you are. You reach 50 to 200 subscribers. This is level 3, where the work stops feeling cute and starts feeling repetitive. You have enough readers to owe them a rhythm, but not enough proof to feel secure. Now replies begin. A reader says your issue helped them make a decision, avoid a mistake, or see something clearly. That should feel energizing. Sometimes it feels heavy instead. People are noticing. Most people flinch here and overcomplicate the product. You enter 200 to 500 subscribers. Level 4 is where you stop writing into the void and start managing attention. Referral spikes, guest appearances, cross-promotions, and social clips all tempt you at once. This level can look better than it feels. The list is growing, yet the open rate wobbles, and the unsubscribe line thickens whenever you drift. That is useful pain. You hit 500 to 1,000 subscribers. Level 5 brings your first real signal. If half the room opens and a few always reply, you are building more than traffic. You are building habit. People ask for archives, templates, deeper breakdowns, or access to your thought process. That sounds flattering. It is actually diagnostic. Your market is telling you where tension lives. Most people ignore those clues and guess at monetization later. The bridge is listening until the offer feels obvious. Now you stand at 1,000 to 2,500 subscribers. This is level 6, where the word paid shows up on your screen and your chest tightens a little. You can also disappoint people publicly. Your first paid tier should feel almost modest. One deeper weekly note, a sharper analysis, a members-only Q&A. Something narrow that relieves one pressure point. Most people build a miniature media company too early. Then the first member joins. Maybe 3 do. Maybe 15 if the list is warm. You seed actual recurring revenue. Small but undeniable. Level 7 feels different because money changes the emotional temperature. The trap is celebrating demand before retention exists. The bridge is making the second month feel earned. This is where churn teaches hard lessons. Readers will pay once out of curiosity and leave if the premium layer feels recycled, rushed, or vague. You do not need fireworks. You need relevance on schedule. Most people panic and add more stuff. The ones who last sharpen the promise. You climb into 25 to 100 paid members. Level 8 brings a strange split in identity. Publicly, the newsletter still looks small next to giant creators. Privately, it is becoming a real business line. When readers hand over monthly money, they are buying fewer wrong turns. They want signal, not a flood. This is where your voice matures. Most people stuff the paid tier with extras to justify the price. The stronger operators remove clutter and make each issue easier to trust. Now you have 100 to 250 paid members. Level 9 is where membership begins to support rent, payroll, or freedom from a draining client. The danger changes shape here. The trap is treating momentum like permanence. The bridge is building systems that protect quality when life gets crowded. You start batching research, tightening templates, tracking churn reasons, and noticing which topics pull readers deeper into the paid experience. None of this feels glamorous. It feels like responsibility. Most people miss this turn and stay dependent on bursts of energy. At 250 to 500 paid members, level 10, the newsletter has mass. A missed issue now ripples through your revenue. A good issue can spark referrals, upgrades, and renewals in the same week. The trap is writing from obligation alone. The bridge is protecting the part of your process that stays alive. This is when the business can afford polish, better design, maybe an editor, maybe research help. Useful upgrades. Dangerous too. Most people layer costs onto a model they have not fully stabilized. The ones who make real money Keep the operation lean and the editorial standard high. You move into 500 plus paid members, somewhere around $5,000 to $10,000 monthly recurring revenue, depending on price. Level 11 looks warm from the outside. Inside, it feels quiet. The trap is confusing income with immunity. The bridge is becoming someone readers can depend on for years. Readers arrive through reputation, stay through precision, and leave only when life changes. That is the real shift.